Welcome to Luxury Dallas, your go-to guide for this city's finest. Two of my favorite words to hear are date and night. When you put them together, date night is one of my favorite nights. And one of my favorite ways to do date night is dinner and a movie. And if you're going to do dinner and a movie luxury style, well then this is the show for you. Coming up on today's show, we sit down with Trey Wilcox, executive chef of Marquee Grill, to learn how he got started before he takes us in the kitchen for an amazing cooking session. Then Dr. Jeffrey Edelglass shares with us a few quick and easy procedures we can do to get us ready for dating during the holidays. And finally, we get a personal tour of the incredible Highland Park Village Theater and see why it's one of the most luxurious theaters in Dallas. So don't go anywhere, because this promises to be another exciting show.
I'm Trey Wilcox, and you're right here at Village Marquee Grill in Highland Park Village. The way I got here was by way of money, and I started doing it when I was 17 years old, working at Boston Chicken. Kind of have that kind of relationship with my parents that they weren't going to quite spoil me, but they would get me halfway there. So they pay for the car, I pay for the insurance, which at 17 you can imagine which one was more expensive. And so I started doing it for money. I wrecked a car probably 6 weeks later, but I kept a job. So after bouncing around from different fast food places and getting used to the cuts, the burns, the long hours, the different nationalities of people that are in the kitchen, I kind of felt myself being chosen by the career. So at 19 years old, I looked at my father and told him, I want to be a chef. And he said, just do it. A lot of times if I'm not in the kitchen, I'm usually in the gym. I'm a big Equinox fan. Joined the club about 6 months ago after being a long-term member of 24 Hour Fitness. And my biggest thing was I just always wanted to make sure that I was in shape and I was fit to work out in the kitchen. A very long time ago, I did find myself a little bit overweight. And one year I looked at my staff and said, you know, we're all kind of overweight. Let's just make up a bet. It's Thanksgiving month, and what better month than November to try to say who can lose the most weight in 1 month. Everybody put in $100, and there's a $700 pot to walk away with. At the end of November, everyone weighed out, and I was the only person who had lost a significant 14 pounds, I think it was. And I took the pot, and I never stopped. So now it's an addiction. Date nights at Marquee Grill, those are going to be pretty interesting. A lot of times if I happen to know some of the females that come in here with date night, I may, mention to them that if you need me to come by and slide through at the table and do a little table visit, and me and you can be very friendly and flirtatious, therefore finding out whether or not this gentleman that you're with is going to get a little jealous. But in most of the times, I think people enjoy this room. I mean, this room that I'm sitting in is a chef dining room. It's downstairs. It's very dark and cozy at night. We illuminate the kitchen because, of course, the kitchen is a show.
So what are we making?
What are we making today? Well, we're not going to make much, but we are going to show you a very interesting dish that's on the menu here at Marquee Grill.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite ingredients. It's called pork belly. And so the thing that we do to serve this pork belly is we take a stick of it like this, isn't it? See that?
That is
nice,
gorgeous.
beautiful, nice marbling.
Marbling.
And we actually take it and we fry it to order.
Really?
Yeah. What's better than that, right?
So it's fried bacon, really?
It is fried bacon, really.
This meal is.
It is. And I mean, coming from a healthy guy like me, a lot of people wouldn't think, oh my gosh, what are you doing eating that? It's all about moderation. So I got the pork belly cooking. A couple of the ingredients that I'm serving with this pork belly this is a watermelon radish. Okay.
How beautiful.
Okay. Watermelon radish, these are seasonal things. It starts around the fall, goes all the way through the winter. It has a really beautiful color like this, a little bit of a sweetness like a watermelon, but it definitely has that earthiness that radishes have.
Very cool.
So the watermelon radish and a little bit of red onion, I've taken and actually combined them with the pickling spice.
Okay.
Okay, and the pickling spice I mixed with a little bit of vinegar and sugar, and take a whiff of that.
Oh my God.
Okay, nice and aromatic. It's got a really nice, fragrant smell. That's kind of what, that's kind of what we're looking for.
Makes you hungry. Well, you want something that makes somebody want to eat it, right?
We do want things that make you want to eat it, you know what I mean?
Fabulous.
So since the pork has a tendency to be a little on the fatty side, we're using that to kind of help activate the saliva glands.
Okay.
That vinegar and that acidity will make your mouth kind of water, and that's a good thing.
Which will help you digest the pork.
We want you to make your mouth water, and so that your palate stays cleansed, you can taste everything that's going on in the dish.
Okay.
One of the other things going on in the dish is this interesting ingredient right here. This is called black garlic.
Okay.
And black garlic is actually a fermented garlic. Okay.
Wow.
It's fermented garlic, and it's got a, you know, this regular way it looks like garlic, but inside, pick that clove out of there.
Wow.
You see that clove? That's a black garlic clove.
So that's fermented.
You can try it if you want. It's mild, right?
It tastes really good.
It's got the smooth licorice kind of taste. Yeah, that's what happens to it. The shape, or not the shape, but the texture of it changes, and the flavor, it just turns phenomenal. You lose all that really strong garlicky taste. You turn into a really nice, mild licorice, smooth texture.
Yes.
It's delicious,
almost like
right?
a mushroom texture.
Yes. It's really cool. So
oh my God, it tastes better than licorice.
Right on.
I love it.
So now we're going the right direction. Okay, we're doing good. She's got her eyes getting big and they're getting
trying not to eat the whole thing because it's really good.
This is one more component we're going to put with it.
Okay.
All right. These are carrots, ginger, jalapenos, and onion.
Okay.
And water.
See the jalapenos.
Right. All these ingredients we simmered for about 20 minutes, and we blended it together. Okay.
Very cool.
You with me now? We pureed. The liquid that we came out with is this liquid right here. Okay. We got this really nice, see that color?
Oh my God, how gorgeous.
Okay. Orange. It's got a really good smell. Here, you can try it if you want.
Okay. Looks really, really, really hot.
Okay.
Oh my God.
See, what we're going for there is that depth of flavor. You get a little bit of spice at the end.
Yes, you do. It's got a kick at the end.
Gotta have balance, okay? We gotta have balance.
Awesome. Okay.
Ginger, carrots, jalapeno, water. Straight up, okay? We keep things simple.
Wow.
All right? We keep things true to the form of what they are. If this is something I'm gonna call a carrot, it needs to taste like carrot. Okay?
It does. It really has that perfect flavor.
Okay, but get this. This is where that whole molecular thing comes in sometimes, you know? Chefs sometimes do these molecular, these techniques, these avant-garde techniques, and then it starts not really tasting like what you call it.
Right.
So now you can see where I'm starting off with a product that's made out of carrots and ginger.
And it tastes like carrots and ginger with a kick on the end.
Now we're going to add an agent to this called lecithin.
Okay.
Soy lecithin is an emulsifying agent, and this has the ability to stabilize sauces or make things thicker.
Very cool.
Okay, and in this scenario, we're going to add it to this liquid, and we're going to use a handheld immersion blender, and we're going to actually make a foam out of it. Okay.
Oh, how cool.
Okay, so now you get that feeling of, okay, now he's turning things into, you know, liquid, and now I'm going to make bubbles. We got the black garlic that I've turned from that clove into a puree.
That's what that is.
Word.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
So what we're trying to do with food these days is, it's number one, it starts off like this, Leanne. It's all about the ingredients.
It is.
You know, 65% of it is all about the ingredients. After the ingredients, the chef's technical training is what allows you to impress. How can you manipulate the natural forms of it? How can you present it in a sexy way? How can you, you know, accentuate the flavors?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm all about. And that's what this restaurant's all about. We find great, awesome ingredients, and then we turn it into art. We make it look great. We make you not want to eat it.
Make me want to eat it and take a picture of it at the same
bacon
time.
you can just put right here. So, carrot ginger foam, black garlic puree, my pickled onions and watermelon radish. And then I've got one more ingredient here that I've made out of cilantro. New finger, little bitty dot, cilantro. Okay, this is a cilantro gel.
That's awesome.
Okay, so now we go down to the plating. And you got to realize too, a lot of these things come down into the execution of the dish, you know. One of the biggest things that I teach and what I do it myself is I teach what my name says, Trey. Techniques, recipes, and execution.
Very cool.
Okay, so recipes are guidelines.
Right.
Okay, but the technical training, what I talked about earlier, is what I'm saying. You take your technical training and apply it to great ingredients.
Yeah.
And then it comes down to plate it up, put it on a plate, execute.
Very cool. Execute.
So notice the way I'm executing here. I've got my, see that?
Oh my God.
Beautiful, crispy.
Yes.
Crispy on all sides, fried in peanut oil at 350. Now I've got my serving plate right here.
Beautiful.
Okay, we're gonna go to the plating. But notice before I start plating, I have everything ready.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna throw on my sauce.
And that's just thickening it.
This is actually making the bubbles that are rising. And what the lecithin does is it emulsifies the skin of that bubble. So think of it like if you poured soda into a can, or I'm sorry, think of it like if you poured soda into a glass. You know the bubbles would rise up and then it would fall. If you mix lecithin with the soda, the bubbles would rise up and they would stay.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna serve of this liquor right here. You see that?
Wow, totally cool.
Oh, you're shaking over here.
I'm like in shock that everything tastes so good from where...
Each component must taste delicious on its own.
Yeah.
That's what's first. And
That's
then,
amazing.
then you put them together. So we're gonna start off with the black garlic puree. Okay, we're just gonna add a little bit of that to the plate. I'm just gonna smear that just like this. And a lot of times, you know, chefs tend to think that you gotta have every color of the rainbow in your dishes, and so it doesn't have this color. It's not like that. Just put the colors that you need. Pork belly goes on top. My radish and my onions have a really nice pickled flavor. We're gonna add that to the dish. This is a little form of micro cilantro.
Very cool.
Okay, and then we're just gonna add our gel to the dish. Okay, so you kind of get a little bit of crunch and a little bit of texture from the radish and the onions. The black garlic puree is a very delicious taste with the pork belly. The cilantro helps to give it a really nice herbal essence.
Everything
and then
has an amazing taste.
we're gonna add this foam to the dish at the last minute. And that lecithin is gonna help it to keep its shape and not make the foam not break down.
How beautiful.
Okay, so we add that to the dish, and it's light. It doesn't add a really nice heaviness to the dish. You get a nice spice with it. And that's what I call perfection. And I call it also a little bit of beauty. It's kind of things you serve in front of a guest, you can go, eat that. And they go, I just want to.
You want to take, yes.
I just want to look at it. I want to take a picture.
It's
so
artwork.
You start off with good ingredients, accentuate them, use your technical training, and then when it comes down for execution, just boom, 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 boom.
Love it. Loved everything about it.
Right
Thank
on.
you for showing
Thank you.
this.
I'm happy to show
And
you.
you can get this right now at
Oh
Market
yeah,
Grill.
this is on my fall menu right now. I'll keep this on the menu for the next 3 months.
Now let's head over to Skintastic and find out how we can get ready for the holidays with Dr. Jeffrey Edelglass.
Well, the holidays are fastly arriving upon us now that the seasons have changed, and there are a number of things that one can do, starting from the easy, non-invasive to the more invasive procedures. And the first thing that I would suggest is something called the Apollo. What the Apollo does is it tightens the skin, and that's so important, especially for women who have had some loose skin from either up and down of weight, from children, or just from the aging process. And what's good about the Apollo, number one, it's good for both men and women. So you don't have to be a woman to do an Apollo. Men look great. They look younger, healthier, and just generally revitalized, as well as women. And it works for the face and the body, which is a big advantage. There are many machines that we do that only work the face or only work the body. This takes away the crinkleness around the eyes, the sagging neck, as well as tightens the abdomen. These procedures are great to not only give you that hourglass figure, but also to give you beautiful arms and shoulders. And arms and shoulders are becoming the new in area for differentiating age, body build, and just the way people look. Recently, there have been many studies that show that when men look at women, they now look at their arms and shoulders to determine if they're desirable mates for them. And this is a new thing. I always thought that men look other places, maybe their eyes, maybe their face, maybe somewhere else, but the studies are showing arms and shoulders, which was very surprising even to me. Another non-invasive procedure is cool sculpting, or Zeltique. And what this is a non-invasive procedure that melts away the fat. It works by sucking up the area and then freezing, and then the fat dissipates over a couple of weeks. Because it dissipates over a few weeks, this is something not to wait for the day before the holiday to do. It must be done with a little advance notice, but the results are great. It takes about an hour. You can leave here and go about your normal day. There is no downtime. It has a minor discomfort because of the cold, but after that, you're home free. And people love this procedure for their abdomen and for their love handles. It also helps them fit into their dress or mend their suits. And it allows them to have a very beautiful holiday. Smart Lipo is another option. The option of Smart Lipo is best when someone really wants a customizable body. With Smart Lipo, we can truly sculpt the body into a beautiful shape. Unlike the other procedures, which are non-invasive, this procedure is a little bit of downtime. We do it under IV sedation so it doesn't hurt, but the results are customized to each individual. We can customize it to your little black dress or beautiful red dress to make you look picture perfect for the holidays. And speaking about picture perfect for the holidays, in with that picture, we have gift certificates that people can use and holiday packages that are available so you can receive a gift or give a gift for the holidays. Holiday time is a very stressful time with parties, with families, and most people like to look very cool during this period. One thing that gives them away is sweating, and we do a procedure for sweating to cure what we call hyperhidrosis by slowing down or stopping the sweating. And as we know, many of the holiday outfits are velvet, silk, and it shows through. Women, when they dance or when they take their jackets off, want to look cool and stress-free. Men too, and we can help them accomplish this, especially during the holiday time. Holiday time is a time of great excitement, great stress, great anxiety, and what people forget about is their hormones. And what we do here is hormone optimization. The holidays are a great time to have your hormones in check, to be in proper tune, to give you that energy, that feel, that great cognitive thought process that one needs. During the holidays, hormone optimization will allow you to have a great holiday with great energy, great vitality, great cognitive ability, and to have a great time with your loved ones. Holiday time is a great time for both enjoyment, fun, and looking beautiful. And we recognize that many people are stressed during the holidays and have many options. So to help this, we have put together special beauty packages to help people look beautiful and have a great holiday. To find out about these great ideas at Skintastic, go to skintastic.com. We also have great gift certificates, and these gift certificates can help you give the gift of beauty.
So, where'd you have it done? Cheryl, you look fantastic.
Skintastic, girl. Skintastic over in Dallas. It was a perfect weekend. 5-star hotel, limo, just Jack and I, and no one in this town has a clue.
When it's time for a little nip tuck, let the pros at Skintastic set it all up over in Dallas. No hassle, no worry, and no one needs to know.
Fantastic. Skintastic.
Welcome back to Luxury Dallas, your go-to guide for this city's finest. Dinner in a movie luxury style is halfway through. We've had an amazing meal over at Marquee Grill, and now it's time to settle in for a luxurious movie. And there's no better place than the Highland Park Village Theater.
Hi, my name's Mark Hurl. I'm the CEO of Toomey Concepts, and we are currently sitting in the Highland Park Village Theatre. The Highland Park Village Theatre went through a refurb and opened in December of 2010. We did this in partnership with our landlord, Highland Park Village Partners, the owners of Highland Park Village. This was a decision for us because we opened the Marquee Grill soon afterwards, and it made sense to be involved in both assets. And it's been a very exciting project for us. We refurbed the whole place, taking it back to its roots, the Art Deco style, from which it was well known when it first opened, with some very modern touches. Highland Park Village Shopping Centre has a long and rich history. It first opened in 1931 and is actually believed to be the oldest outdoor shopping centre in the United States. The theatre then opened in 1935 and is regarded as the oldest luxury theatre in the state of Texas. It's been open predominantly for all of those years right through till today. When it opened in 1935, had a distinct Art Deco style. When we did our refurb in 2010, we wanted to go back to that original style, and some of the touch points that we reincorporated are a distinct reflection of what was going on. The original Highland Park Village Theatre, when it was built in 1935, had a beautiful mural of an under the sea picture going up the stairs. And we found this old photo and had it remade in colour and tied that into the whole look throughout the theatre. The carpets, which were handmade in England, have an under the sea feel with reeds and shells and so forth on the carpet. The ceiling lights change colours with different coral colours that tie back into the mural. And again, in our bar here, we have a under the sea reef scene behind us in the glass. So we definitely took that kind of imagery that we found in the old picture and tried to take it throughout the theatre. Beyond the Art Deco stylings that we brought back from its original days in the 30s, everything else is state-of-the-art. We've got state-of-the-art digital equipment in all of the theatres, premium sound, and beyond that, the other thing that's unique to this theatre is that we've got a full bar available. Everything from cocktails, champagne and wine can be taken into each of the screens to be enjoyed while watching a movie. We also have a full concessions area with all the baked goods made by our baking staff at Marquee Grill, handmade pizzas, and another unique thing that we have is the prosciutto gelato, which is downstairs as you walk in, offering 24 different flavours of gelato. The Highland Park Village Theatre also has a full bar. We have a margarita machine, we have a full list of wines and champagne, beer, and an extensive cocktail list. All the drinks can be taken into the theatres. We use stemless glassware, so there is minimal accidents. And we also offer buckets for champagne so that you can enjoy your drinks in the theatre in style. When we redesigned the theatre, one of the things that we decided to do that's fairly unique amongst theatres is rather than having 4 normal sized screens, was to make one larger screen, which is also our 3D screen, and one medium sized screen, and then 2 smaller private viewing rooms. And the 2 smaller private viewing rooms are fantastic for all kinds of events. You can watch a first run movie, you can watch something on pay-per-view, a fight, a particular sporting match, or NFL game, a basketball game, whatever. And they're also great for kids' birthdays. We've had a lot of success in the local community with renting these out for kids' birthdays. When you don't want to clean up, we do the cleanup for you. It's a great environment, it's a lot of fun, and you can bring your own Blu-ray, or like I said, watch a first-run movie or a sporting event. Just not the little kids enjoy our private viewing rooms, but it's the big kids as well. We offer all of the catering from Marquee Grill, Marquee Grill's extensive wine list, Marquee Grill's cocktail list, and service. So it can be a lot of fun to watch a private movie or a sporting event with your friends, or just with one other person. We're currently standing in screen 4, which we call the living room. This is a really fun room for birthday parties. We do lots of kids' birthdays here. We also do a lot of parties for older people watching basketball games, football games, hockey games, and people just want to get together in a relaxed atmosphere. This room holds about 14 people. We've had up to 20 people here watching March Madness, and that was a lot of fun as well. Some of the fun things that we've done in these rooms are some movie premieres like Warhorse, and we're currently doing Skyfall this week. And other things we've done are Design Stars, which is a well-known TV show. We're currently standing in screen 3, the Red Room, and this is a very luxurious room holding 16 people. It's great for events with a bunch of couples, or maybe just one other special person.
After the movie, if you're not ready to go home just yet, then head back over to Marquee Grill and ask for Andrew. Here's just a few of the amazing concoctions he can whip up for you.
Hello, my name's Andrew Lostetter with Marquee Bar and Grill. Today I'd like to share a few of the cocktails we have on our seasonal menu. First one we have is our Scarf Dancer. It's made with Ellsbury Duck vodka. You can do about 1.5 ounces. A little bit of Saint Germain elderflower liqueur, about an ounce of that. I'm going to use a little fresh squeezed lemon juice to give it a body and to balance it out, and a blackcurrant puree. We're going to take that, we're going to wake it up, shake it really hard. Really kind of open it up. Garnish it with a little fresh lemon twist and a fresh mint sprig. Pop it, let the oils come out, and there we have it, our Scarf Dancer. Although I've been at Marquis since the beginning, our next drink is kind of a new addition. Our first drink for the date night tonight was more geared towards the ladies. This one's kind of more geared towards the guys. It is called the Kicker, and it's going to be a spicy jalapeno drink. We start off with a nice strong pour of tequila. Add a little bit of ginger liqueur. Some fresh squeezed lime juice. And a pineapple chili puree that we make in-house. We start this off by roasting off a medley of chilies on our grill. We steep them, then blend them and add fresh pineapple and pineapple juice to it. Ends up a little thick, but it's delicious. We're going to wake this one up with a nice vigorous shake. Strain it into a cocktail glass. And garnish it with a fresh jalapeno.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Luxury Dallas, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. But until then, go like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and check out our YouTube channel. It has all of our past episodes. Until then, I'm going to sit down and watch the premiere of Skyfall. We'll see you next week for another episode of Luxury Dallas. Luxury Dallas has been brought to you by Skintastic, your beauty realized. For information on booking a segment, contact Lamont PR. This has been a production of Media Matters, when your message needs to matter.